It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
And this is an exciting one because we love small businesses. Isaac said, my wife started a new business this year. Do you recommend solo 401k or SEP IRA? So she's got a new business. They want to implement a retirement plan. Which one would we recommend and why?
Well, look, this is a great question. These things, it's always like the choose your own adventure. It all depends upon who's actually involved in the process. Without a doubt, if you laid down the two retirement plans and said which one's the best by features and opportunities, the solo 401k is superior to a SEP IRA.
I agree.
I mean, it just is. I mean, there's just a lot of opportunities because not only does the employer get to make a contribution, but you as both, because remember, when you own a business, there's two ways you make money: as the owner of the company, but also your work inside of the company. So you get to make salary deferrals to the retirement plan, just like an employee would. So that's a double thing. The employer's giving money as well as you, the employer, are contributing to your retirement. There's a problem with solo 401ks though. You have to have the premonition, the ability to plan, to know, you know what, I'm going to have so much profit this year that it makes sense for me to maximize both the employer and the employee contribution. So if you have a successful side hustle, that's a no-brainer. But a lot of small businesses, especially, he said it was his wife's first year in business, money is actually hanging out there on a tree. That money tree might be planted in the backyard with this side hustle, but it ain't generating fruit yet. You're like, I don't know. I mean, because even my own journey into being an entrepreneur, it took like 3 years to get my income up. So money's not guaranteed right after you start a side hustle. It might be more of a retrospective activity where when you're getting your taxes done, you go, wow, we actually made 15 grand this first year. So wouldn't it be nice if we could contribute?
There's a tax bill.
Yeah, there's a tax bill here. So that's because the SEP IRA does allow you, without even the DeLorean reaching 88 miles per hour, you can go back in time and open a SEP IRA for a previous tax year all the way up until the extended due date if you extended your tax return. Solo 401ks, you have to make the election before the tax year closed out. So I would tell people if you're on the edge, you don't know if it's going to be profitable, you don't know if you have a lot of money laying around, SEP is the easiest. If you are successful and have money and you want to plan ahead and you know there's going to be enough profit, enough cash to put in the salary deferrals, solo 401k all day long.
All right, I would go with a few tripwires just to make sure that you stay aware of. If you happen to be a higher income family and you are doing Roth conversion strategy every year as a means to build Roth assets, and you decide to open up a SEP IRA for your wife to fund,
good point.
That SEP now comes into the pro rata calculation for the backdoor Roth. So it could impede your ability to do backdoor Roths. That does not happen with a solo 401k. Well, with a solo 401k, one of the beautiful things that makes solo 401k so much better than traditional 401ks is they're super easy to set up and there's no annual required tax filings. You don't have to file a Form 5500 every year unless the assets cross over $250,000. Once you have over $250,000 in your solo 401k, then you have to start filing an annual Form 5500. It's not hard. There are no taxes due. It's not complicated, but it is something that you must do, and you will get a really nasty letter if you fail to file that Form 5500. So just make sure that you keep an eye on as that solo 401k is growing, as the account is getting bigger. You don't want to forget to file that. And then the third thing, if this is your wife's side gig, right, and she has another job, maybe she has a full-time job that she does, and she has access to a 401k already that she's participating in. There's nothing that says that she can't also do the solo 401k. However, she is limited to one $19,500 salary deferral contribution in total. So it's okay. She might do $10,000 to her current 401k and $19,500 to her other 401k, but you don't get to do $19,500 to both. So you want to make sure, again, that you don't trip over that wire and accidentally overfund a solo 401k without taking into account what she has available in her other job if she has a normal daytime job.
This once again reminds me, creating wealth is relatively simple.
Yep.
But you do this long enough, you have enough success. This is the abundance cycle. It will get complex. I mean, this is why I love it. Our job's not going away. I mean, that's why, go buy your Vanguard index funds, but at some point you will reach a level of success. You're going to need somebody to help you navigate all this success. Bo just went through the decision matrix that a good financial planner should help you be able to work through.